parts of the world. So thank you so much, friends, for joining in this wonderful KYP session. Without wasting much time, let me start sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So, friends, welcome you all again to this wonderful Advanced Ayurveda and Ayurveda KYP. As you all know, my dear friends, Indus Viva Inc. has launched Ayurveda back in US, and it has also launched Ayurveda in country which is in East Africa, Rwanda as well. So probably in all our international operations in the future, Ayurveda will definitely be a part, one of the products to be launched in the other countries as well. Well, friends, going ahead, let me give you some of the updates of today. Everybody in the world these days know about the pandemic being coming to an end actually by the advent of the vaccines. But nowadays the scientists have found out there is a protein which is behind corona's slow Asia spread. So now if you see probably Asia has a very low spread of coronavirus as compared to the Americas. Say probably the UK variant which is seen in the US today is spreading like anything. That is what the news is telling most of the times. Well, that has not spread a lot in India as well as in the subcontinent or in Asia as well. Now the scientists are telling a biological reason, especially for the spread of the mutant of the coronavirus. Uh, there is a protein called as neutrophil elastase. The lower levels of this neutrophil elastase, especially in Asian people, probably have reduced the rate of coronaviruses. That is what the scientists are now have now identified. This is an article which has appeared on February the 9th in the Times of India. So that is what the news article has to say, and this is just the research study which has happened actually. So probably the levels of this protein neutrophil elastase, the higher levels of these protein always result in more cases of coronavirus, spreading of the coronaviruses actually. I hope my point is clear. So these are all some of the new things which are coming out now. So this is called as a post-pandemic analysis. So normally the scientists across the world are involved in post-pandemic analysis these days, and each and every biological component of the body is being analyzed for understanding the post-pandemic complications as well. So going ahead, friends, New York Times very recently reported this. A few COVID vaccine recipients developed a rare blood disorder. It is still under process actually. The research is under process. The investigations are still on the way. But this is one thing that the New York Times has reported. In fact, someone who is interested can have a complete look at it on the internet. It is available. See, normally what happens whenever a vaccine is given, irrespective of whatever the vaccine it is a foreign body. We call it as a foreign body. When it enters into your body, automatically your immune system reacts to it, and because of which you develop a lot of antibodies. Whatever the vaccine is, it might be a polio vaccine or whatever the vaccine for that matter. See, it's a normal tendency. The human body has to develop it. But at the same point of time, what exactly happens is there is something called as anaphylaxis, which should not happen. That is the last stage of the reactions which happen in the body, the immune reactions. Normally, the immunity has to take care of that also. So why I'm talking about this point is your immunity has a lot of work inside the body. It is not only protecting you against the diseases, it also protects you against something called as anaphylaxis, which means that whenever your immune reactions are very high, the person can even die actually. See, something which is very good, when it is consumed in larger amounts at particular point of time, can also turn poisonous or toxic. That is the reason why your immunity has to be there to protect yourself from such anaphylactic reactions. So in fact, a vaccine can even lead to that. There are several cases which have been reported before as well. But normally our immunity will suppress it somehow, the immune reactions, the antibodies which are produced in our bodies. So that is the reason why now the scientists are telling that a few COVID vaccine recipients developed a rare blood disorder. So you might have heard before, after taking the vaccine jabs, people have developed facial paralysis. That is also one of the things that which came out. See, there are a lot of debates which are going across the world. The myths are told, they are trying to demystify these things. All these things are there. But again, our immune system plays a very important role here in order to retard all these, toxic processes, all these abnormal processes which will happen in the body even after the vaccines are given. That is the reason why, my dear friends, it is always important to uphold your immunity, to maintain your immunity at optimum levels, so that all these anaphylactic reactions won't affect us. So if someone is interested, they can go through this article as well. These are all researches which are happening on a daily basis. Nothing is certain. Some of the things are coming out, some of the things can stand out, but some of the things might go ahead as well. So going ahead, friends, herd immunity, the same thing which is happening right now. Because of the advent of the vaccines, we are all reaching towards a stage of herd immunity. Because of which a large percentage of population, when it is inoculated, automatically the other people will not have the disease, because the spread of the disease will be retarded. That is what herd immunity is all about. But as I told you, not only the vaccines, but also immune boosting supplements play a very important role in establishing the immunity as well. That is one thing. The next thing is, not only that, as I told you before, some of the proteins have been discovered these days. Whenever you have lower levels of those proteins in the body, so automatically your body will also have less reception towards inviting those viruses inside. So that is also one thing that everybody needs to understand. So that is a point of herd immunity that the whole world is reaching today. I think you might have read about one of the articles which was written by the World Health Organization around about 2 months back. They have told that only by the end of 2026, probably, each and every person on this planet will get the coronavirus vaccine. End of 2026 was, what I remember, one of the WHO spokesperson was, speaking. So that is in fact correct. See, we will not be able to give the vaccinations to each and every individual on this planet. See, it is not only the adults that we are speaking, my dear friends. There is a specific set of children population as well across the planet. So we have that as well. So we have not concentrated on that particular thing till now. It is only the adult population, the senior population, the senior citizens, probably all these people are being concentrated on right now. But what about the children population? The kids are also there in the planet. So the problem here is, to inoculate each and every human being on this planet is a Herculean task, and that would probably take time. I mean, by the end of 2026, that probably might happen. We don't know. By then, probably another pandemic could have appeared. We really don't know all these points. So, but the thing here is, herd immunity is always a specific set of population. When it is inoculated, it is understood, it is taken for granted that the other people will not be affected by the spread of the disease. But the other part of it is, it can also happen, and that is the reason why we need to have the good immunity, so that the rest of the population will not be affected by the disease. That is what is the whole intention of and concept of Ayurveda as well, my dear friends. So going ahead, as you all know that ancient Ayurveda is the source of Ayurveda. So in fact, ancient Ayurveda is a system of an alternative system of practice, which was propounded around 1500 BC, in fact. So the Ayurveda is not a system of medicine. Ayurveda is a lifestyle in itself, actually. So we don't have to call it as a system of medicine. It is lifestyle in itself, which means that it encompasses everything from the holistic science to the use of medicinal plants. So that is how the whole lifestyle of Ayurveda is being, the finding has happened, the inception of Ayurveda has happened in this way. So going ahead, friends, the basis of Ayurveda is also the basis of Ayurveda, which means that it is a preventive system of medicine. It is holistic in nature. It is alternative in nature. It is complementary in nature as well, which means that Ayurveda is preventive. So it is not only, the curing aspect of it or the therapeutic aspect of it. We normally concentrate on the prophylactic aspect of it as well, my dear friends. See, prophylaxis is very important rather than treating the disease. It is always important to prevent it. The next thing is, it is holistic in nature, which means that, it is a system of medicine which can take care of your body from the head till the toe. It is alternative in nature as well, which means that it has a specific set of practices which are considered to be alternative. It is also complementary in nature, which has multiple health benefits. Not only this, Ayurveda also concentrates on the physical health. It also encompasses the nutritional health. It encompasses the environmental health, the emotional health, the social health, the spiritual health, as well as the lifestyle values. Along with these things, Ayurveda also talks about the medicinal plants or the drugs. Say drugs are nothing but the medicinal plants. Actually, the word drug is nothing but a dry herb. So there is an interesting fact here. If someone talks about drugs, so probably people think about the narcotic drugs that the people are using. It might be the heroin or the marijuana. It's not about the drugs that I'm talking about. The actual Latin word of drug means it is a dry herb. Herb is always called as a drug. That is what is the scientific sense behind it. So it also has a lot of medicinal plants as a science. So going ahead, friends, the World Health Organization is also of the similar view that health is not only limited to your physical health. Health also encompasses your mental health, your social health, your financial health, your spiritual well-being as well. So it is a 360-degree concept of health that what we are speaking about here. So going ahead, what is the objective of wellness? Hippocrates, who is the father of modern medicine, also has had the same opinion. That was the reason why, if someone is interested, you can Google this as well. Drug, I was telling about this drug. Whenever you look into the definition of drug in any of the pharmacological textbooks, it is called as drogue. The Latinized word of the word drug is called as drogue, Drogue, which means that it is a dry herb. So from that, the drugs were derived, which means that every synthetic molecule has its root in the medicinal plants. So people identify the medicinal plants first, by which they identified or synthesized these molecules or drugs, in fact, whatever the present day drugs are. So that is the reason why Hippocrates was also of the opinion that let food be the medicine. So whenever our diet encompasses all kinds of nutritional values, all kinds of elements which is required for the human body, then you don't require medicines. But when the body is devoid of all these things, body is resorting to medicines. So that is the reason why we are taking a lot of medicines. But that is the reason why the US FDA has classified the set of products as the complementary and alternative medicines. We call this as CAM, which means that whenever your diet is not proper, we are going to supplement your diet with some products which will be having optimum nutritional value. Along with that, it will also have functional health benefits, which means that it also provides you a lot of health benefits or therapeutic benefits. So this is what is exactly called as objective of wellness, and these products are also called as herbal supplements or dietary supplements in the US market. So this was actually the sole reason behind it. So going ahead, friends, Ayurveda and yoga are also closely related to each other. So in fact, a lot of concepts of yoga are also proposed in the science of Ayurveda. In fact, Ayurveda is older than yoga as well. So because the Western world, other countries in the world have also accepted yoga and Ayurveda these days. So both of them always go hand in hand. So going ahead, Ayurveda also speaks about wellness, my dear friends. So, in fact, one of the ancient textbooks of Ayurveda called as the Sushruta Samhita, this actually speaks about the concept of wellness. So, in fact, Sushruta Samhita was, the historians have identified the Sushruta Samhita back to 5000 BC. So, in fact, the book says that health is a perfect balance of properly functioning life forces. Very important. Your respiration is a major life force. So, normally, everybody knows this. The less you respire, the more you survive. This is what science says. The lesser your respiration rate, more is your lifespan. That is the reason why in the reptiles, so the first of the organisms which evolved on this planet was reptiles, the common household lizards what we have, starting from the lizard till the dinosaurs. These were the organisms which survived a lot of years. So because of their lesser respiration rate, they respire very less. So we respire around 18 per minute. 18 times we respire per minute. Whereas some of the animals like the reptiles, they just respire for 2 to 3 times in a minute, which means that their lifespan is going to increase a lot. That is how the life forces are maintained. The metabolism is also a very important thing. So whenever your metabolism is high, whenever your metabolism is proper, in fact, then the health of the body is maintained. Your structural integrity also plays a very important role. Whenever the structures inside the body are normal, whenever they are fixed to each other without any problems, See, each and every organ of your body have to be friends. They should not be enemies. Sometimes what happens, your stomach and heart are enemies, because of which you develop a lot of gastric problems. Ultimately, it leads to a lot of cardiac issues. This is how it happens. There has to be harmony between each and every organ of your body. And excretory systems have to be proper as well. So whenever you have proper urine, sweat and stools, your body will be maintained. The health of the body will be maintained. Along with this, you should have proper harmony between the sense organs together with mind and consciousness. All these things put together is called as wellness. So the same wellness has been incorporated by Indus Viva even today. We are not only looking into the physical health part of it, we are also talking about the mind and consciousness. We are also looking into the 360-degree concept of health, what has been told by the World Health Organization as well as Ayurveda, and that has been incorporated by the Indus Viva Health Sciences as well, my dear friends. So going ahead, so in fact, Ayurveda is a product which is based on advanced Ayurveda. So in fact, advanced Ayurveda is a modernized form of ancient Ayurveda. So in fact, ancient Ayurveda was very crude in nature, whereas advanced Ayurveda is very modernized in nature. So what we normally do is we have given a scientific validation to the ancient Ayurveda so that we have, we have brought an inception to a concept called as advanced Ayurveda. So going ahead, friends, what is the aim of advanced Ayurveda? It is nothing but transforming from traditional Ayurveda to modernized healthcare supplement products. This is very important. This is a transformation which has happened from traditional Ayurveda to modernized healthcare supplement products, which means that it is a kind of a hybrid research which has happened. Why this has happened? In order to establish the safety of the product, the efficacy of the product, as well as the proof of concept. These are the three major things that we are looking into in order to establish the safety, the efficacy, as well as the proof of concept. This particular advanced Ayurveda is made with a lot of clinical trials, with a lot of animal experiments, with a lot of in vitro studies. This particular advanced Ayurveda is formed, my dear friends. So this is what advanced Ayurveda is in a nutshell. It all starts with the basics of ancient Ayurveda, which encompasses a lot of medicinal plants or herbs, as I told you before. We do a lot of chemical profiling. We do a lot of microbiological analysis. We do a lot of instrumentation analysis by which we have found out a wonderful science called as advanced Ayurveda, wherein we have given a modernized form to an ancient product. This is what is called as advanced Ayurveda. So we are also in the process of doing a lot of clinical trials. By the end of some time from now, we will be able to give you the data as well. Because whenever you are trying to formulate an ancient product in a modern sense, we always have to do something called as a clinical trials, where the human beings are involved and the products are investigated in front of a doctor who is a qualified doctor, by which we will establish the safety and efficacy of the product. This is what is exactly called as a clinical trials. So coming back to Ayurveda, my dear friends, Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is preventive in nature. This is very important. As I told you, the prophylactic or preventive nature of the product is very important. We are not targeting the therapeutic segment. We are normally targeting the preventive or the prophylactic segments. So what exactly happens here is, whenever a product is preventive in nature, definitely it helps to prevent the disease. Prevention is always better than cure. Ayurveda is also holistic in nature. Ayurveda is also holistic in nature. We are not catering only one organ or system of the body. We are catering the whole body. We are targeting the body from head till the toe. That is what is exactly called as holistic product. We are also concentrating on something called as the alternative product side of it, which means that it can be taken along with other supplements or medications without worrying much about the side effects. This is what is called as the alternative products. The fourth is called as the complementary product, which means that it has a lot of health benefits. It poses a lot of multiple health benefits. That is what is exactly called as alternative products. So complementary products. So this is what is exactly the basis of Ayurveda. So whenever you are explaining Ayurveda to someone, Ayurveda has to be explained by telling these 4 points initially. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So going ahead, friends, what are the unique features of Ayurveda? See, Ayurveda is a unique product because this is not a traditional product, even though it has its roots traditionally. This is modernized product, which we have done a lot of research to modernize it, and it is 100% natural formulation. We don't have a lot of preservatives or colors or flavors. Nothing has been added in this. It is all the goodness of medicinal plants or the herbal extracts which are used in this wonderful product called as Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is unique because it is a combination of four Ayurvedic formulations along with the goodness of antioxidant fruits. These are the things that you need to understand. The basic difference between iPulse and Ayurveda is simple. iPulse is having the 15 antioxidant fruits only, whereas Ayurveda is having the 15 antioxidant fruits along with the goodness of four Ayurvedic composite formulations. This is what is the difference between iPulse and iVed, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So going ahead, this is how iVed looks like. So iVed is a product which is manufactured in the United States of America. One thing that everybody, even watching me from Nepal or India, has to understand is iVed is a product which has been manufactured in the US. So we have a facility called as the Vaco Bottling. You can also Google this and also visit their site if you want to. This Vaco Bottling is a wonderful unit which caters to a lot of other companies as well. They are also a contract manufacturer for us. In fact, we do a lot of manufacturing with them. In fact, one good thing is they have given us a lot of space there, a facility for the manufacturing of Ayurveda as well. So we are continuously manufacturing the product Ayurveda there. So these people, these are the, these industry, this industry is actually helping us out in getting the FDA approvals as well as, formulating a wonderful world-class product. So you can proudly tell this in India that Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is manufactured in the United States of America, where the facility is also registered with the US FDA. This is important. And one thing that you need to notice here, people who are watching me from India and Nepal, normally, people, the products in India and Nepal have a similar set of packaging guidelines. You can see them as similar products. Like, you know how exactly the product looks like. But this is how the product looks like in the US. This is all as per the US FDA statutory standards, which means that the manufacturing company has to be registered with the US FDA. Along with that, the supplement facts have to be declared as well. You can see each and every ingredient of Ayurveda has been declared on the label of the product. On the right side of the screen, this is how this wonderful product Ayurveda is formulated, my dear friends. So going ahead, as I told you, Ayurveda is one of the most important immune boosting supplements. So immune system is not only confined to your lungs. So almost the coronavirus pandemic is coming to an end now, fortunately. But people have been seeing or attached to this internet or TVs all these days, and ultimately people have understood that lungs is the most important organ of the human body, which is affected by the coronavirus. That is absolutely correct. Lungs is definitely an organ which is affected. But immunity or immune system is not only related to your lungs, my dear friends. It has to start with your mucous membranes initially. Mucous membrane starting from your oral cavity till the anal canal. So normally the immune system has its presence everywhere. So mucous membranes is the first and the foremost things. Lymphatic vessels, the lymph nodes play a very important role. Thymus is one of the important organs which is actually present inside the body where the immunity is regulated. The human body which is protecting you against the diseases or the disorders. Bone marrow also plays a very important role. Tonsils, which is also present in your throat region, is also a very important immune regulating organ. Lymph nodes, which are present across the body, are also important for regulating the immunity. Spleen, which is one of the important organs on the left side of your stomach, that is also very important for regulating the immunity. Finally, the lymphatic vessels as well, which means that whenever these organs in the body are said to be proper, are having the best immunity, only then the immune system will be maintained inside the body. You think about the first slides, what I told you. I told you that even after the vaccines are given, your immunity plays a very important role, because vaccines can also lead to a lot of side effects. In some people, the side effects might not be seen. In some people, the side effects might lead to anaphylaxis as well, which means that severe allergic reactions can also be found. But our immunity, when it is having a proper immunity in the body, automatically even the side effects of the vaccines can be retarded. This is how you need to propose or promote a product like Ayurveda even after the vaccines are given, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So going ahead, Ayurveda is a wonderful product which contains the goodness of 50 herbal ingredients. 50 herbal ingredients along with the 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations with antioxidant fruits. Very, very important. It has 4 Ayurvedic composite formulations along with the goodness of antioxidant fruits. And totally it has 50 herbal ingredients. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So, Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is based on the law of similarities. This is also very important. Ayurveda is a wonderful product which is based on the law of similarities, which we also call this as a Pancha Mahabhutas. It includes the space, the earth, the fire, the water, and the air. What exactly happens here is the law of similarities is even evident today, which means that whatever happens in the external world also happens inside the human body. So you have fire in the external world, you have fire inside you in the form of hydrochloric acid inside your stomach. You have water in the external world, you have water in the form of saliva, your sweat, your urine, whatever the liquid items are. In fact, the human body is made up of water, if you see properly. You have earth outside, earth in the sense you have solid masses outside. You have the ground. Similarly, you have your muscles. Muscles are very strong. The bones are very strong. It is all because of these elements. This is how the law of similarities was propounded. On the same lines, even the ancient sages of Ayurveda identified the medicinal plants or the drugs, what we call medicinal drugs or the plants, which resembled the organs of the human body. This is what is exactly called as the law of similarities. So let me take you through the law of similarities in the form of the composite formulations. The first and the foremost important ingredient which is present in Ayurveda is called as the Saraswata Churnam. Saraswata Churnam contains the goodness of Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica is also called as Brahmi, so which is important for maintaining your brain health. So Brahmi is a very important plant which is found in the Indian subcontinent. So whenever you look into the shape of a Brahmi, it resembles the human brain. That is how the law of similarity is actually propounded or founded. So in fact, the law of similarity also has a lot of chemical significance and scientific significance also. Because this particular Brahmi is a plant which promotes self-confidence, positive thinking and fulfillment, and supports emotional stability. All the herbs in combination supports resistance to emotional stress. It helps to enhance memory, cognition, attention, and focus. This is how this wonderful ingredient called as Saraswata Churnam is helping us in enhancing the brain health. See, this is how it is supporting your better brain health. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So, the next thing is it also has the goodness of Parthadhyarishtam, which contains a wonderful ingredient called as Terminalia Arjuna. Terminalia Arjuna is also important for supporting your heart health. So in fact, the fruits of Terminalia Arjuna plant, when you are seeing on the screen, it resembles 4 chambers of your heart. Normally, the human heart encompasses the 4 chambers. Even the fruit of Terminalia Arjuna encompasses the 4 chambers. So that is how the law of similarity is maintained here. So in fact, the fruit of Terminalia Arjuna, it provides complete heart protection. Heart protection in the sense, normally the fruits of Terminalia Arjuna contains the natural molecules called as the polyphenols, which provides you the heart protection. It provides you cholesterol protection as well. It promotes a healthy, balanced ratio of LDL and HDL cholesterol. It strengthens your liver function and improves bile secretion. It flushes excess cholesterol from the body. It regulates your fat metabolism. It purifies the blood and fat tissues. It flushes excess toxins out of the body, which means that it is a wonderful detoxifying agent. Whenever you are consuming this product, it detoxifies your body. And one more thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, whatever the claims that I am making right now is all based on the traditional Ayurvedic claims. And for the dietary supplements in the US, the FDA will not validate the traditional claims. FDA will not validate the traditional claims. I hope my point is clear to everyone. So going ahead, friends, it also has the importance Bilva Dileham, which contains the ancient fruit of Agel marmelis. Agel marmelis is also called as the bale fruit or the wood apple in English. So it also is a wonderful ancient fruit for benefiting your gut health. I hope my point is clear. See, gut is nothing but your digestive tract. It starts from the mouth, ends with the anal canal. That is what is called as the digestive tract. It is also called as the gastrointestinal system. So it normalizes your gut health. Your gut is actually considered as the main line of defense against whatever we eat. See, whatever we eat or drink is ultimately digested or ingested in your gut or the stomach. So in your stomach, there are a specific set of bacteria called as the probiotic bacteria, which are called as the friendly bacteria. So these probiotic bacteria always requires a proper atmosphere for growing. So this particular Bilvadileham will create an atmosphere for the probiotic bacteria to grow and help in your digestive system, to improve your digestive system. That is what is the importance of this wonderful fruit called as the bale fruit or the wood apple. I hope my point is clear. So going ahead, friends, the last ingredient which is present in this wonderful product Ayurveda is called as the Panchanimba Churnam. Panchanimba Churnam contains the goodness of neem leaves. Everybody knows what neem leaves are. Neem leaves are wonderful leaves which are available all throughout the world today actually. They are very bitter in nature. But it is a wonderful plant for maintaining your liver health. So whenever you look into the shape of the neem leaf, it resembles the human liver. That is how the human liver is. Human liver is located on the right side of your stomach, basically. And one of the largest organs of the human body, it measures around it weighs around 1.5 kilograms. That is how the human liver is made. So in fact, neem is very bitter, as I told you, but it promotes healthy liver function. It is effective in detoxifying the liver. It maintains normal absorption, digestion, assimilation, and excretion. These four words are very important. Whenever you are consuming Ayurveda on a regular basis, your absorption will be maintained, your digestion will be maintained, your assimilation will be maintained, and your proper excretion will be maintained. When these four processes are maintained, automatically you will get the best of the best abdominal health, as well as best of the best immunity will also come to you. Not only this, whenever your liver health is maintained, automatically your blood is purified. This is also a very important aspect that everyone needs to know. Whenever your liver health is maintained, your blood is also purified, because of which you will also get the best of the best skin health. This is because whenever your blood is purified, the purified blood will be circulating below or beneath your skin. Your skin will have a lot of capillaries beneath it. Capillaries are minute blood vessels which carry the pure blood. So these capillaries will help enrich the skin health as well. See, this is how normally I told you about the complementary health before. One product has multiple health benefits. That is how Ayurveda is giving you multiple health benefits, my dear friends. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So Ayurveda also contains a very good combination or composition of 15 antioxidant fruits also. This is one thing that everybody needs to understand. It is not only the Ayurvedic formulations which are present in Ayurveda, it also contains a synergistic composition of 15 antioxidant fruits, which starts with acai berry, the pineapple, the pear, the blackberry, the blueberry, pomegranate, strawberry, apples. All these things, when you look into this slide, these are all wonderful antioxidant fruits. They are all antioxidant fruits, my dear friends. So in fact, antioxidant fruits always contribute to the human immunity. So whenever you are consuming antioxidant fruits on a regular basis, your immunity is also maintained. So probably whenever you listen to me on iPulse, listen to me speaking on iPulse, I will always tell this wonderful point there. 60 ml of iPulse will give you the benefit of 3.5 kgs of fresh organic fruits, which means that you don't have to consume the fresh organic fruits on a daily basis. Instead of this, you consume 60 ml of iPulse. So automatically you will be getting benefits of 3.5 kgs of fresh organic fruits on a daily basis. On the similar lines, Ayurveda also contains the goodness of the 15 antioxidant fruits, which are 100% antioxidant in nature, which will give you the best of the best immunity as well. I hope my point is clear to everybody now. Ayurveda contains the 4 Ayurvedic formulations along with the goodness of 15 antioxidant fruits, all put together. We have formulated this wonderful product called as Ayurveda. See, if you see this also, it is a wonderful point. It has the Ayurvedic compositions, which is traditional in nature. It has these fruits, which are modern in nature. It is a conglomeration. It is an aggregation or an integration of both the things, and that is the reason why we call this as advanced Ayurveda. I hope my point is clear to everybody now. So going ahead, friends, what is the dosage and duration of Ayurveda? In fact, 30 ml of Ayurveda has to be consumed in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before the dinner, which is called as 1 fluid ounce in the morning and 1 fluid ounce in the night. Half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner. That is the time that you have to consume Ayurveda. But Ayurveda should not be given below 8 years of age, especially for children. Above 8 years of age, it can be safely given. It can be consumed for longer duration without worrying much about the side effects or the adverse effects. It can be given from pediatric to geriatric population in the same dose of 30 ml twice daily, half an hour before the food. So friends, Ayurveda is not only a product which is given for a healthy individual, so for a diseased individual. As I told you, preventive or prophylactic health also plays a very important role. Ayurveda should be given to maintain the health in a healthy person and also to prevent the forthcoming disease. This is also very important. It is not a replacement for mainstream medicine, that everybody needs to understand this. One has to consume Ayurveda as a supplement only, along with their regular supplements or diet. This Ayurveda needs to be consumed. It should be taken along with the other medications. It can be taken. There is no, you don't have to worry much about the side effects. It has very list to no side effects as well. I hope my point is clear to everybody. My dear Vagats across the world, I hope you have understood the gist of what this Ayurveda is all about. I hope this KYP will help enrich your knowledge to promote the product across the world. Thank you so much, Vivites, for participating in this wonderful session. Let us all establish a world of wellness. Let us all eliminate the word illness from the dictionary. Thank you very much. Over to Ms. Sonam. Over to Ms. Sonam for any questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, sir. And yeah, we have few questions. So let's move. Yeah, the first question is, sir, can women having fibroids take Ayurveda or iPulse? Doctor advising to go for surgery. So please advise. So you are on mute.
So far as fibroids or cysts are concerned, yeah, I got the question. So far as the fibroids or cysts are concerned, see, normally there is a relationship between this sugar metabolism as well. See, what I would suggest is if the question is from the US, definitely Ayurveda is a product. It can be considered as a supplement. It can be taken twice a day, 30 ml twice daily. If iCoffee creamer is available, I would suggest a combination of Ayurveda as well as iCoffee creamer in such conditions, because so far as the cyst or fibroid is concerned, sugar metabolism always plays a very important role. Their sugar metabolism will be impaired always. That is the reason why a good combination of pulse or Ayurveda as well as iCoffee in the US definitely can be a good combination.
Okay, sir. The next question is, can women or men having chronic migraine use Ayurveda or iPulse?
They can. Definitely Ayurveda can be used in neurological problems, because I was telling about the brain health as well. If Ayurveda, suppose if this query is from the US again, if they have access to iPulse, then it is fine. Otherwise, Ayurveda is a good product for brain health, supporting brain health. So I would suggest definitely Ayurveda, 30 ml twice.
Okay. The next question is, women taking Ayurveda or iPulse is facing dryness of face and lips. So what could be the reason for that? She is taking enough water as well.
See, probably the dryness of lips or the face, it is nowhere related to Ayurveda actually, because we haven't received any such questions or queries or complaints till date. Normally, it depends on the season as well. Say, suppose if it is a winter season or snowfall or whatever it is, our skin becomes dry normally. It is a natural process which happens inside the human body, and the product doesn't have any relationship with that. The only thing that people can do is they can apply a lot of moisturizers to moisturize the skin from outside. So as such, this is not related to the product. This is what we think about.
Okay, sir. The next question is, what could be the dosage for corona recovery patients, especially when lungs are affected? So what we should give iPulse or
See,
Ayurveda?
so in fact, if Ayurveda is accessible in India, definitely they can give Ayurveda 30 ml twice daily can give.
Okay. So that's all for today, sir. Thank you so much for answering all the questions. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining.